I'm not used to being with y'all, and I feel like we got to catch up for the first. I know, got to catch up for the first 2 days, and.
Now, hey guys, we're on. Back with Breakfast with the Banner. We kind of been away for about a month or so, but we just want to give you guys an update on what's going on, and saying that we're going to be back at Breakfast with the Banner in the coming weeks, and going to some places and doing some live remotes there with different businesses and some special people around our community. So hope you guys will join in and be with us, and hope you haven't given up on us. I feel like we've been neglecting y'all, because we have had some people wondering where we've been at. So, but we're back, and we're going to give you guys just some updates on what's going on and what we're doing. And next week we are going to be at Service Plus with Sean and Laura Fagan. They wonderful people here in the community. If you guys know them, if you guys have shopped at Service Plus before, but we're going to be there, and they're going to give us a little tour of everything that they do and what they sell, and just how they got where they're at. But it's something, if you guys know of a business that you want us to spotlight, if you guys, someone's watching and you guys want to be spotlighted on here, you send us the recommendations. We'd love to have you on, and like I said, we're going to be doing more of these live remotes. I know we've got some good guests coming up in the next few weeks with one, Ivy Manor, which is a newer business here in Princeton with it's a bed and breakfast, and we're going to be out there at their place and doing some stuff with them. So, but if you guys have any suggestions, inbox us, email us. We'd love to hear them.
Call us.
Yeah.
Got the number right here, and we can put that on the screen a little bit later.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. And
Chad loves it because I just volunteer him, because I think he can do anything. So.
Well, I don't know about that. But
it looks like we're on a split screen today. Can you notice that? We're not, y'all.
Oh.
I'm here, but look right there. It looks like there's a split screen.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Right there in the center. Yeah, I can see that.
It's not. It's just our office building here.
And you might see Willie come out here in a minute. I don't know. He was directing us back here. We were hoping he was going to direct us the whole time, but anyway, he's back there in his office being a hermit. So,
but we wanted to get on this morning and update you about some of the things that are going on and coming up. And it's an exciting time here at the Banner and New Direction Marketing. We're steadily growing, and things are getting busier and busier, which is one reason why we have not had time to do our special, because things have been outstanding as far as the printing and the paper is concerned, and we're so grateful for the success that it's having. And again, we always want to point back to you guys, because it all has to do with you. It's all because of you that we have that we get to keep going, and we get to keep presenting a paper to our community and supporting those around us. So Chad, we wanted to start off by letting everybody know that we've got some exciting things coming up. We've got some new publications that we won't spill the beans about all at once right now, but we want you to be looking for those things. Got some things that are going to spotlight some very special people in our community. Obviously, our Breakfast with the Banner, we're going to start taking that, as Chad said, remotely. We're going to start visiting some businesses around our area and letting you get to know them better, and just getting to know better our community and what our community has to offer, and the surrounding area. We're going to Service Plus next week.
Service Plus next week with Sean and Laura Fagan.
Sean and Laura. And
might be taking some donuts out there too. So
so
might be.
So if you guys are out that way, stop by and see first and foremost what Service Plus has to offer, and then come by and say hi to us.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll be, for sure. You will be on camera, so.
Yeah.
Don't have to fix yourself up, but
wear your Sunday clothes. Is that right?
That's right. That's right.
And then we got some things coming up. Our good friend, Brother Harold Riley,
Yes.
has got some super exciting things coming up this summer. First
Yes.
thing's coming up is it SummerSlam?
SummerSlam. That'll be in July.
Okay.
July
Willie.
the 17th.
So Willie, he gave us this to show everybody. I'm gonna get that up. Hope you can see the dates on it. I'm not sure you can.
Yeah.
But they've got musical guests, and there's speakers. You got Terry Fant, and J.J. Weeks Band, Colton Dixon,
Colton Dixon, he's been the big one
Yeah.
every year. So.
and Chris August. I know the J.J. Weeks guys personally from my travels.
Yeah.
I ran into him at Guitar Center in Atlanta back when I was first started travel. Well, I was in my first decade of traveling as a musician, and it was good to meet him and get to know him a little bit. And then I've seen him several times, like at the Dove Awards or whatever. We played with the Gaither Vocal Band or David Phelps, and then they have the Great Comeback. So they're doing a revival, and that is in August. We have printed several things for Pastor Harold. Have one thing here you guys will be looking.
Yes, and I'm sure many of you have seen these signs around town. And
so I can't get it in. I'm gonna pass it through like an airplane.
And I'm just gonna hold it here so you don't see my face the rest of the time.
But yeah, that's going on August 1st through the 6th, and that's at the Edible Mall, and it's going to be a great time of revival. And we love Pastor Harold, and I've just gotten to know him over the last couple months. It took a long time for me to get to meet him, and then the first time I met him, we were at Polly Eyes. We were having lunch at Polly Eyes, and he came in, and we all had a taste for some Italian cooking at the same time. Got to know him there. And then he came in and brought a bunch of his friends in and tried to intimidate me, push me around.
He can do that.
He's an intimidating figure.
Yeah, nice guy though. We love him here, and yeah.
I ain't scared of him.
I don't think you're scared of anybody.
Well, I'm scared of my wife.
Well, I think most husbands should be.
Well, especially with a redhead. I have a redhead at home, and she is, she's as sweet as an angel until I make her mad. And then she's.
Yeah. She loves you though.
Well, then she puts me in a corner. Yeah. She goes, "I love you. Now stand here. Stand here for an hour, and I'll tell you when you can leave."
What we'll do without him. Well, that's the way my wife Casey is. She puts me in my place quite a bit, but I need it though when she does it.
Me too, buddy.
So.
My sweet girl is in nursing school. She's in clinicals right now, and she's about every day at the hospital. She's had some challenges over the last couple of weeks. She cracked the top of her foot. Charlotte has a nickname. We call her Grace in our house. But she was walking across the floor, turned the wrong way, and just cracked her foot. And so she's having to do clinicals in a boot at the hospital there where we're from in Sumner County. And she finishes up next May. She'll be all done. So we are shuffling and jugging. I know it's going fast, and she's halfway done right now.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we were talking yesterday. We did a little late evening walk around our neighborhood. And if those of you don't know, I don't know if I've ever introduced Charlotte to them. Have I?
Mm-mm. I don't think so.
I wonder if we've got any more CDs.
We do. I think they're underneath the counter. Pretty sure we do.
Okay. Well, thanks. Well, anyway, my wife is Charlotte Ritchie. And Charlotte and I met in 1995 at a Bill Gaither videotaping. And we started dating, and we met, and we married. Chad, you'll love this.
We don't have any more.
That's okay. You can Google her. Met Charlotte in '95 at a Bill Gaither videotaping. We started dating at Steak and Shake.
Steak and Shake
in Anderson, Indiana. Matter of fact, I was there last week, and we met and dated and married almost 10 months to the day.
Really?
Yes. And that has been 25 years ago. This December will be 26 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and she is, it seems like 3 years ago we just met. She's wonderful. She's a internationally known and award-winning recording artist in her own right. She has a fantastic voice. We have had the privilege of traveling together for 25 years, 27 years, because she has a solo ministry now. And so we're juggling nursing school and solo dates and the banner and everything up here, and very grateful for a great team to have that. I go to bed and I sleep well at night.
I do good just to get up and get my head on in the morning.
We got a lot going on, but shout out to Charlotte this morning. She is at the hospital doing her clinical rounds with her people, and she is going to be an incredible nurse. So just grateful to have a great wife, and I know Casey's the same way.
Yeah.
Look, Casey just celebrated birthday.
She did.
Her 21st birthday.
Her 21st birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, 21. She is 21.
He robbed the cradle real
She's
bad.
21. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
Mm.
She's 21.
Casey is beautiful, and we love her, and we want to shout out to Brenda, too. I don't know where Brenda's getting kids ready to go to Adventure River. That's what she's doing.
Yeah.
Willie's wife's getting ready to get those youngins. They're
Bless
going to
her
go
heart.
water sliding.
Bless her heart. She's
Yeah.
gonna.
I wish I was going with them, honestly.
It's a fun place. You need to go sometime.
I love water slide. I love anything water.
You know, my family, Casey
Mm-hmm.
and myself, we were both lifeguards down at Venture River.
Really?
Her sister was a lifeguard at Venture River. Her cousins were lifeguards at Venture River. Izzy, 2 years ago, had a summer job at Venture River. So it's kind of a family.
That is it. You've
Yeah.
been, yeah.
Yeah.
What about breakfast with the banner at Adventure River?
That would be fun.
Don't tempt me. I'll do it.
That would be fun. We'd have to get some GoPros going down the slides.
What do
and
y'all?
everything.
I got a GoPro at home. My son's got
We
a
need
GoPro.
to do that.
What do y'all think about that?
We need to do that. If y'all want us to do breakfast with the banner at Venture River, just let us know.
I think the question would be is if our viewers could stomach me in a bathing suit. Anyway, your opinions are welcome there. Let us know what you think. We might bring donuts to everybody at Adventure River.
Yeah. I need to put my bifocals on. I'm having trouble reading.
Well, I got some reading glasses.
Some brownie points. Princeton Fire and Rescue. You two are trying to
Hey.
build some brownie. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are.
Brownie points with everybody.
Yeah. I love brownies, too. So.
If somebody wants to bring us some brownies, listen, the door's open.
Yeah.
Brownies, donuts, pizza, hamburgers,
Hey, these
barbecue.
guys, you guys can tell, you guys can attest that I get somewhere around 10:30 every morning. I get hunger, pains,
Mm-hmm.
and I have a saying. We eat lunch early around here because I fear hunger. I really do. I'm scared of being hungry. So yeah, any food y'all want to bring us, we're welcome. We'll welcome it.
And just bring your smiling face in.
Yeah, let us see you.
We
Come by and say hi to us.
we do have, let's see, Brent Williams, who writes an article for us in the
Hey,
paper.
Brent.
Says, "Good morning, gentlemen. Have a great day and blessed day."
You too, sir.
And let's see here.
I saw Amber Grandstaff on there.
Amber's on here. Kathy Hilliard says, "Good morning, guys."
Hey, Kathy.
Miss Amber's on here. She says hi.
Are you coming to work today? Amber works here with us. I hadn't seen her in 2 weeks.
It's been a while. She says she's down to go to Venture River.
Okay.
Let's go, all of us. I would love to see Willie go on the cliffhanger. Willie?
That's a big water slide, right?
Yes, it's a big. You go down backwards, like I think, and it swoops up. It's fun.
All right, so I should bring my daughter,
Yes.
and we should make a Banner family
But yeah,
breakfast get together
yeah, yeah.
at Adventure River.
I think that'd be fun. Record the whole. Do it on a Saturday or something, and record it and show it.
That is,
I think that'd be fun.
we're gonna do that.
I think that'd be fun.
Thank y'all for the idea.
And then-
We're silly today, y'all. I've been gone for a week. We were on the road. I was on the road with Mr. Gaither for a week. We were doing videos, and we worked with the Oak Ridge boys, whom I love. They're great friends of mine. And thankful to be able to work with them. And we had a great time together. But I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be back at work. And and we're still playing catch up because this is only the second day back for me, and
Yeah.
I miss everybody. They're probably relieved to get rid of me for a week, but
Amber says she's a daredevil. She loves all the slides, and she's gonna be here shortly.
I don't believe her.
Yeah, she's
I
gonna
don't
be here
believe her.
shortly.
I'm going down head first, Amber. Top that.
You might do it on one of those.
Inadvertently.
I'm scared I'd break a hip now. You know, when I was a kid, I loved getting on these things. I didn't fear anything. I mean, it's like now I'm honestly scared I'm gonna break something.
Y'all, let me tell you what kind of country. Charlotte does not like for me to call myself a redneck. She said, "You're not a redneck. You're country," which I don't know the difference. I'm from Mississippi. I grew up in North Mississippi on a farm. We had a place called Devil's Curve. It was between where I lived, which was Chickasaw County, and Calhoun County, which is Bruce, Mississippi. Anyway, one of the Mississippi River tributaries would run. It ran along that route, and there was a place out there you had to go 1.5 miles into the field and into the woods to get to it. But there was this like 150-year-old oak tree that grew on the bank of this tributary, and it was the bank itself was about 8 feet high off of the water, okay, and then the tree grew up. I can you imagine it's 100-something-year-old oak tree, and then it had a big trunk that came out over it. Obviously, you know where I'm going with this. We had a cable.
A
attached
cable
to
or
it.
a rope?
Nope, cable.
Cable.
No, we're redneck. We
Yeah,
didn't have
that is redneck. Was it a jumper cable?
something like that. Redneck, we had a stick that was tied through it on a T, and we would, swing out. But let me tell you what we had to do first, okay? We had to take all of our shotguns. This is where the redneck part comes in. And I don't know if anybody out there knows anything about automatic shotgun, but automatic shotguns usually come with a 3-shot maximum, okay? Unless you take the plug out. Take the plug out, you can put 5 shells in it. So before we left the house, we would load our shotguns up with buckshot and go to this place to jump off the creek. The reason being is water moccasins would bed up in the calm part of that tributary. And so what we would do is get there and shoot all of our shells. If my mom was listening to this right now, anyway, we would scatter the moccasins, and that's when we would start jumping in. As long as we were making noise, we didn't get bit.
Right.
But you let things calm down a little bit, and then they get back into bed, and it could be dangerous certain times of year. Anyway, I'm country. I guess that was the point of that whole business. I'm so sorry.
Swinging from the tree from a jumper cable.
Yeah.
It's country.
That's how we do it in Mississippi.
You know, you said Chickasaw. That reminds me of Dukes of Hazzard. I remember Chickasaw was like on the county line of Hazzard County and Chickasaw.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm sure there was some Chickasaw Native American tribes close by here, I would imagine.
I'm sure.
Well, I am from one of the southeastern hubs for the Chickasaw Native people. And matter of fact, our family on the Washington side have quite a bit of Native American in our blood. But I'm starting to research that and kind of see how deep that goes.
That's pretty cool. I know we did that research.
Yeah.
And genealogy, man.
What did you do? Did you do Ancestry.com?
Ancestry.com.
Okay.
And we've got, I know, people from my mom's side of the family's German, and had some relatives that were in concentration camps. And it's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing what it'll. So evidently, I've got some Jewish ancestry.
We all do.
Yeah, well, we do. So it's
Somewhere down the line, right?
We do. Somewhere down the line, we do, and it's just really cool where you can connect the dots.
Did you do the DNA thing?
No, I'm kind of weary of doing the DNA thing, but.
Who was the gentleman that we had in? We had a gentleman in our store here at New Direction Printing. It was the week before I left. Matter of fact, it was the day before I had to go on my trip. That brought in this He wanted us to. We were going to print the poster thing for him. It's massive sheet that he had traced things back all the way to the like 13 and 1400s.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're talking about 12th and 13th century genealogy. That's serious.
Yeah.
That's getting back there.
Yeah.
So back to Scotland and back to even some of the his Scandinavian lineage, which was incredible to see.
It's amazing what
Well,
you find.
we're pursuing that. I know. I do have a book at home that my aunt gave me. My Aunt Gladys gave me, and
Steve Ray. That's it. Steve Ray.
Thank you, Amber. Yes, Mr. Steve came in a week and a half ago. But anyway, my aunt gave me the Washington side of our lineage, which traces back to the president, George Washington.
That's cool, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Very, very.
You know,
cool.
I learned something fascinating about him the other day, that before dinosaur bones were discovered, so he doesn't know anything about dinosaurs. He never knew that dinosaurs existed.
Okay.
Because the bones were discovered after his death.
No kidding.
He has no clue that they ever existed.
So we didn't have any archaeological fossil records prior to 1700
that he knew of.
That he knew of. Okay.
I just think that's amazing.
Well, he had his hands full.
He had
He
wooden
probably
teeth.
I saw them.
Did you really?
Yes, they're in a museum.
Which?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I've been to so many museums, I don't know. I can't remember.
That's cool, though. They had wooden teeth.
I want to say there might be a set of them at the Hermitage in Nashville, the home place of Andrew Jackson. I want to say for some reason they're sitting in a bedroom on that property.
Wooden teeth.
A pair of George Washington's wooden teeth.
That's something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have to worry about cavities with wooden teeth.
Well,
termites.
No.
But
Termites. That's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so we're babbling. We're going to refocus here. What was that? Who said?
Linda Hampton Webster. You know her? She said, "Good morning, guys." Or, "Good morning, fellows. Loving the talk."
I don't think I do, but thank you for joining us, Linda. Hope you have a great day.
Yeah, we love it when you guys talk to us.
Yeah, it makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Lets us know you're there. And hey, speaking of our community and talking about people in our community, and I love, this is one reason I love being from the outside looking in. This is an advantage I think I have, is I get to see things that happened here and that are happening here with fresh eyes. You know, I get to learn about our community here anew, even at my age. But we, on this last issue of our paper, there's a very, very special lady that we that no longer lives with us now, and she's gone on. And Chad, you know a lot more about Nanny Fawn than I do. But would you kind of talk about what we wrote?
Of course, it's in the
Here, I'll hold it while you talk.
The paper, the current issue that just came out yesterday, and her daughter-in-law, Pamela Fawn, is the one who wrote this article. And of course, in the paper, we only have a couple of photos. But if you go to the Facebook page, the same article is on our Facebook page with a bunch of photos. And she was a quilter, and always quilted, if you read the story, quilted Afghans for her family, and it talks about how she quilted for her, her grandchildren and her great-grandchildren to be. And
you told me there were 75.
And I tell you what, looking at the photos of the Afghans, if you go when they had it at the funeral home, when they had the funeral, there's the photo of the Afghans. It just made it look so warm and inviting at the funeral home, and I'm sure that's how she wanted it to be. If you can see that her Afghans were everywhere, And
hanging on the wall back there and draped over the seating.
And that's just amazing to me. And that's just a testament to what kind of lady she was. And the article talks about everything that she did, and of course her husband. And many of you from Princeton, if you went through Caldwell County High School, you had Mr. Fawn. Without a doubt, you had Mr. Fawn for biology, and he has any kid, adult that had the blessing of having him, he's left a mark on their lives, and they remember something about him. So the Fawns have had a tremendous presence on this community, from in Fredonia and Caldwell, and just with the stories that Mr. Fawn could tell you about his. Of course, he was riding bikes up until just a few years ago, and just to hear the stories that he could tell you, it's just an education unto itself what he can tell you. But the Fawns have had such a great mark on our community. Of course, their son, Brother Mark Fawn, he's the pastor at. Here I'm drawing a blank now, but their son, Brother Mark, he's a pastor here in Princeton, and so it's just a great, and Amber brought up the fact that Mr. Fawn still donates blood at his age, and he's in his 90s, and he is still donating blood regularly every year. So it's just
well, and you've promised me that I'm going to get to meet him.
Yes,
we're going to go out and talk to him,
and that's something that we are going to work hard for, to get a sit-down interview with him for a breakfast with the banner, and it'll be such a great, just it might be a
wait.
1, 2, or 3-parter. It just wouldn't be but
hey, I think our listeners and our readers and our viewers would love that, because I know. From doing our paper so far, everybody has one of the biggest comments we get is some of the historical parts, our heritage sections that we do.
Yes.
We get lots of really good feedback from that, and we want to keep doing that for you.
Yes, and Amber says, and I apologize, Brother Mark, when you watch this, I don't know why I couldn't think of Cedar Bluff. I just went totally blank this morning. But Brother Mark is the pastor at Cedar Bluff Baptist Church, and Linda, thank you as well for mentioning that. And but yeah, we want to keep spotlighting these articles on these people in our paper, and we just had the Trail of Tears bike ride, removal bike ride that came through Princeton a couple of weekends ago, and that was really an awesome experience.
I wish I could have been there. That happened when I was gone.
Yeah, they start out in Georgia, and it's just they ride 50 to 60 miles a day on their bikes, and they came down here and went to Big Springs Park, and that was just just for me, just a ride down the driveway.
Oh, man, I have a bike, and I found a really good deal during. Right when COVID hit, a gentleman in Nashville was getting rid of his, like you call it, a hybrid road bike or whatever. Got on that thing thinking, I can do this.
Yeah.
And I can. I can for about 5 miles. These guys that ride 60 miles a day, 50 miles a day.
We were just talking about that the other night. You look at their legs when they get through, and they're just
ladies and men both, and their legs are just. And I've never had muscular legs. I've got bird legs.
Yeah.
And I was hoping it would help me, but I don't know if I could stand torture enough to build up to 50 miles a day.
Man, I can't imagine.
Yeah, men and women that do that are outstanding.
Yeah.
In my views.
It is. It's amazing.
What else we need to cover, Chad, before we let everybody go today?
I think we've pretty much covered everything we do. Just we would love to hear from you. If you want to be featured on Breakfast with the Banner, and it's open to everybody. And we're like we said, we're going to start doing these live remotes from businesses and going out and spotlighting individuals here, not just in Princeton, but our whole community. That includes Dawson Springs and Trigg County and Lyon County, but we want to spotlight you guys. We want to put the spotlight on you. So just let us know if it's not where we can come to you. We'll bring you in here and have you come in and sit down with us on on a Wednesday morning. We're going to be doing this every Wednesday morning at 9. I know we were a little bit later this morning, but we both had some things going on this morning. So, but we're going to be back every Wednesday doing this.
Construction out on going home and coming on 24, which I'm very thankful that they're doing it, because it's gotten pretty holy out there, not in a good way, holy. But right before you get off the exit, it's one lane, and then going back home from me to Nashville, it's one lane. So guys, be aware of that if you're going out. Is it 139 that I go home?
And I know we went to Clarksville this past weekend on our way back on I-24. Coming from there, traffic was slow in places. I'm sure it's probably
it is. I was fighting traffic coming this morning, and I'm sure I will this afternoon. Going, hey, before we go, let me share a Bible verse today. It just popped up on phone. Verse of the day. It's from Romans 8 and verse 26. It says, and I just felt led to say this and share this with you in regards to, you may be having a rough time right now. I know we've come off some really challenging years, but you know what? We have to remember each other and know that challenging days and weeks and months and years don't stop just because it relieves for some of us. But we're all on that roller coaster live, and I know there were a couple of speakers I've heard. Bill says if you're going through stuff, Bill Gaither always said, if you're going through stuff, hang on, this too shall pass. And if you're not going through stuff, hang on. You know, we all go through bad times, but we have a Savior that we can lean on. Listen to this from Romans 8, and in regards to your prayer life, and I hope you can take this with you. Romans 8:26 says, likewise the Spirit also helps in our weaknesses, for we don't know what we should pray for as we ought, but the Spirit Himself makes intercession for us with groanings that cannot be uttered. Listen, when you can't even find the words to pray, we have a Lord and Savior that loves us with an everlasting love and wants you to know that He is available to you even when you can't find the words to pray to Him. He knows your heart. Just sit, meditate on Him. I know a lot of times, Chad, I do that in the morning. It's just that quiet time. Sometimes it's on the way up here. I usually listen to a sermon on the way up here on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And this morning, I did a short sermon, and then I rode in silence all the way up here, and just thanking God for His grace on my life and His forgiveness on my life, and just it was a wonderful time to spend with Him. And sometimes it's about being quiet and just thinking on His goodness, and He is a good God, and He's good all the time, even when things are bad around us. Hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed day, and I know Chad feels the same way. We love you. We love you so much, and we're grateful for your listenership. We're grateful for your support. Come by here and see us. Talk to us. We're a bunch of clowns, and we show it every day. So we'd love to clown around with you guys too. So
I don't know how we get any work done.
I don't know. Do we get work done?
Somehow we do.
Yeah.
We manage somehow.
Willie gets work done.
Willie gets.
Hey, have a great day. Be blessed, and we'll see you next week. Okay? Bye-bye.
See you guys.